Hey guys, it's God Bars here, the self-proclaimed hip-hop historian, and this is the 220th episode of my series where I grab a vinyl from my collection, talk about why I love it, what influence it has, and what its place is in the grand scheme of hip-hop. In terms of Texas hip-hop legends who made massive contributions to the culture, of course you can't ignore titans like Ghetto Boys or UGK, both of whom have had spots on this page before, but you would be hard-pressed to find another pioneer who meant as much to Houston rap music as DJ Screw. Even if you aren't familiar with this game-changing producer and disc jockey, or maybe you've just heard his name in passing over the years, you, without a shadow of a doubt, have heard the effects of his influence. Considering this dude completely invented and gave birth to the chopped and screwed style of production. This sound, style, and kind of technique of remixing would eventually snowball into an entire subgenre of Southern hip hop, and it was heavily inspired and popularized by the advent of cough syrup as a recreational drug, where the slow and kind of dreamlike effects of lean were fully captured in this dark, sludgy music. Unfortunately, the same drug that helped him find his voice as a DJ and artist ultimately led to his downfall as well, with Screw passing from a codeine overdose in 2000 at the age of 29, and kind of ended up serving as a poster child for the ill effects of abusing cough medicine. However, while changing the game to the degree he did would be more than enough for most artists out there, DJ Screw did even more for the Houston hip hop scene by forming his collective SUC, aka Screwed Up Click, giving a platform to countless future legends who were just up and comers at the time. There's a handful of names that weren't technically part of the main group, but still tend to get listed in the overall roster as Screwed Up affiliates, including UGK, Devin the Dude, K Reno, Lil Troy, and South Park Mexican. But when it comes to the bulk of the collective, some of the more notable members consist of Big Pokey, Big Hawk, Botany Boys, Lil Flip, Lil Kiki, Zero, and another legend that we lost way too soon, which was Fat Pat. And that's still hardly making a dent in their extensive roster. One insanely weird fact I somehow didn't know before doing research for this video was that disgraced former cloud rap legend Viper was actually an affiliate of the Screwed Up Click. And not only was a close friend and protege of sorts to Fat Pat, but he also appeared alongside DJ Screw himself in the film Fifth Ward, which interestingly enough was directed by Viper's brother Greg Carter. The reason I say disgraced is because if you weren't aware, toward the beginning of the year, this dude got arrested and charged with aggravated kidnapping for two separate cases where he held women captive in his garage, one of which was for literal years. But while Viper may not have any guest appearances on today's pick, there's no shortage of features from members and/or affiliates of SUC, which includes the likes of ESG, Botany Boys, Al D, who was DJ Screw's brother, Klondike Cat, 22 Life, Big Mo, Point 380, Point Blank, PSK 13, Flava, Lil Kiki, Mass 187, and Mac 10 of Westside Connection. Of course, since DJ Screw's death, there has been a number of biopics, documentaries, and posthumous albums, but if you looked over his page on streaming services, you may think he only had a few projects that came out during his lifetime, like 1994's 3 in the Morning Part 1, 1995's All Screwed Up Volume 2, or the album that we're kind of holding the microscope to today, 1996's 3 in the Morning Part 2. However, if you did make that assumption, you'd be mistaken and you'd be a stupid, dumb fucking idiot, as this legend not only appeared on countless projects from Southern hip-hop contemporaries all throughout the 90s, but he also had a series of mixtapes appropriately titled the Screw Tapes, which were made and distributed by DJ Screw out of his own house or sold on the road whenever he was en route to performances. Honestly, the term series doesn't really do it justice, because Screw put together literally hundreds and hundreds of these things, pretty much all of which featured various friends and affiliates given freestyles or even just spoken skits off the cuff. Another reason that Screw is so essential to the culture at large is he made one of the first examples of hip hop music that was geared towards creating a dense, enveloping vibe and aesthetic instead of creating tunes that were meant for people to dance to at the club. This is one of the very few artists where the rapping and lyrics throughout his work isn't really the main focus. It's more about how the vocals and sounds are treated and how he combines them with the production to create a sound and style that's so iconic and impactful that at one point pretty much every single southern rapper with any notoriety was releasing at least one chopped and screwed rendition of a former LP, from Scarface to 3 6 Mafia. For my favorite songs on this game changer, it's a bit tough to narrow down since they all blend together so seamlessly, but I think I would have to name my top 3 overall favorites as No Way Out, Sailin' to South, and Pimp the Pen. When it comes to honorable mentions that didn't quite make the top spots, I still want to shout out dope album cuts like Smokin' and Leanin', Elbow Swingin', Sippin' Codeine, Full Life, G-Ride, High with the Blanksta, and Southside or 3 in the Mornin'. Thank you for watching my 220th video. Next time we're going from the south back over here to the west. So look out for my next upload to see what personal favorite I'm going to cover. And if you enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe, and let me know what moments you enjoy the most off this dark, brooding masterpiece. Don't forget to have a great day, and I'll see you next time, okay? Alright.
Look, the key to my soul is locked in the cage it opens. The framework was made from my own rib cue. What came first, the crack or the crack lighter? Whichever one the first fiend used to bring back